Looks like we are live. Hello. And let's go back to our immediate GUI implemented in C using Raylib. What do we have? What do we have for now? What do we have? We have some examples which are in the bin folder. Yes, we are trying to fix this coordinate system, right? We are drawing some grids here, some grid, I mean, and we can change the size of the grid. We can't change the position yet, but we can change the size of it. And we want to be able to convert screen position to grid position. For instance, if I click here in this particular position, which is 4660, X and Y coordinates, right? If I click here, it should, for the system, this is the first element, the first cell in the first row in the first column. So it should be 1, 1. If I click this one, whatever I click here, this should say first row, second column, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. We have to be able to do these translations. As for now, we are converting the opposite. We are converting what is shown here. I mean, what is shown here is when I click in one cell, it's shown to us the X and Y position of the origin of this grid in pixels. So if I click in this one, no matter where I click, I get 110.20, which corresponds to the initial position of this grid, 110.20, right? So it's working, right? And if we change, okay, maybe we can show the hot reload thing, but if we change this logging here that is happening here to show the grid position, the opposite, the screen coordinates to grid position, which is somewhere, it's in the update function in examples, grid plug.c. We have update function here. And here we are, yes, we are showing the grid to screen, but now I want to show screen to grid, which is res, not res2, res. So let's hot reload this, and maybe now we can see, no, not really. I will reset. Yes, why? Oh, I have to compile, of course. I have to compile the thing. I just saved the file, but I have to compile the project as well. So set make prg build, yes. So I can say make. Okay, we compile, that is warning, doesn't matter. Now I can go here and I do, yes, I hot reload. And yeah, so it's something is messed up. It's messed up. I wonder what it is. What it is. Res X, res screen to grid, mouse pause, plug. Yeah, this should work, but it isn't. It's not working. Let's try to recompile everything and start from the scratch. I don't know, just in case. Like build and bin grid. Yeah, it was supposed to work. This was working in the last stream yesterday. So what's up with that? Let me open the chat I can't see if there is someone here or if I am being schizophrenic again. Yeah, I think I am schizophrenic again. That's normal. That's normal. That's normal. Cheers, by the way. Okay. So we do have a function. We have this function screen to grid, and I already debugged it yesterday, and this is correct. This is all correct. This is working. What's going on? Res. Let's comment this out just to get rid of the warnings. Gray. Gray. Where is it? Where is it? Gray. Here. Okay, maybe that's weird. I think it's okay. It's compiled. It's compiling. I mean, yeah, it's messed up. Oh man, it looks like overflow or something. It looks like oh yes, because it's F and it's supposed to be D. So this is D and this is D, right? And I will comment this out, and maybe I should bring this here, save, make, and run it. Let's make and run it at the same time. Yes, that's correct. So everything is fine, everything is fine. So both of them are working. I can show both of them at the same time. Let's try the hot reload this time. Oh yeah, I have to run it from here so it can hot reload properly outside VM. And I will just do this, uncomment this, make oh yeah, this is res2 like that, not mail but make. Then we can just go here, just one hot reload both of them. Yeah, so we have both of them. So we should be seeing here first one 1 1, not 0 0. We should see here 1 1, and here 10 20 10 20. So something is wrong, and here 10 20 as well. So something is wrong when we are showing the coordinates in the checkbox when the checkbox is selected, right? So we can go here and check that instead. So this is working. This is just debugging. I can remove this because I know it's working. I know it's working. So I can just remove it. I mean, comment it out for now. Just commenting this out. Then we can go to the draw mouse coordinates, draw grid coordinates. That's the thing. Display the correct values on the correct places. Yes, that's the to-do that we are doing today. So maybe I will update our little message here. I'll update our little message down here. Config status change. This is immediate GUI in C. Fixing what we are fixing grid position. That's is what we are doing. So you can see here, down here, right? Yeah. Yeah. We are drawing the grid coordinates here, where I am using this function. Here, if this is checked, we just call the function. Yes, that's the only two places that we have there. So we are saying that the rows is this, greedy quantity, and those are floats because I suppose these are vectors. That's why I'm doing CU, the ceiling, but I can change that to be I vector 2, so they are integers, and position can be floats. So let's go through the completion errors. Everything is fine, so I don't need to do that anymore because both of them are integers. And then we can hotly reload this. We can even maybe reset. Maybe reset's not working. Maybe this is not working. Hot reload didn't work because I changed the structure. So the size of the bytes was changed, and we fucked everything up. So we have to build it and run it again. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, because I removed the fucking utility function that I call debug. So let's go down there. And so yeah, maybe I can just click here. Yeah, okay. But I think this is useful. So let's just run comment, build it, and reload it. Yeah. Why it says Lee? Yeah, something's wrong there. Okay, so this is useful. So we should see 1020. We are seeing 1010. Okay. So let's just try to apply. Yes, it says apply. Okay. And here is this. Yeah, that doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's show this. Okay, so let's go back there. That's okay. So we have to draw this XY. So XY is incorrect here. Yeah, this is not X, this is Y. This is Y. And maybe after this, after this change, I just save and, oh my God, and compile. Then we can hot reload. And yeah, it's in the correct place, almost correct place. Right. 1020. Yes, so it says 1020, correct. And here it's 110.20, and it's almost correct, almost correct, almost correct. And here as well, going down 10, 120. Yes, so I suppose we have to account, we have to not do this. right? Because whatever, I just feel this way. So hot reload is, yes, 110, 120, 110, 120, yes. 22, 22, 0, 0, but this is not 0, 0, this is 1, 1. And this is supposed to be 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And here is 0, 2. Okay, let's see what's going on there. Okay, we have X and Y that we are drawing our coordinates, and the values of them, of these first two, is X and Y. That's why it's correct. The other the other ones is the grid coordinates, and they are wrong because I have to add one. But screen to grid is correct. Why do I have to add one here? I don't have to add anything because this is supposed to get me the, oh yeah, because no, they are sending these coordinates. Grid position, no, there's no mouse coordinates here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I do need to add one, but then this will be wrong. This will be wrong. What is going on? Let me think. 1 minute. 1, 2. This is 2. This is wrong as well. So something's wrong here. Number of rows and number of columns. Yes. So for each column, the beginning is this. The grid position, which is this gap, plus 0 and cell size. So it's just the grid position is this point here. Then is this point here, and this one, this one, this one, and so on and so forth. Okay, so actually is this, it's getting 20 on. Okay, so these are the opposite. These are inverted. These are inverted because rows is Y. Rows is Y. This is Y. You see, this, it's supposed to be Y, and this is supposed to be X. So this is, yeah. So maybe I just do this, and I do this, and it should be it. Maybe let's just save, compile, and reload it here. Not really. Not really. So let's go back, but something like that. It is something like that. Something is what? I did something. Okay. Okay, I just invert those. Yeah. Yeah, I did something really dumb there. I just create this file here. Yeah. So let's remove this. Back here. Okay. And yeah, we have the original thing. Some rows. Okay, so rows. Yes, rows is y, and columns is x. Rows is y. Rows. Rows. I want to do like this. So first I have to increment the rows, then the columns. Yes, this is correct. So the columns are x. The columns are x. So j is x. J is x and y is, yeah. It's yeah, I think, well, I'm really confused. I'm really confused. How to reload this. Then, yeah, then I come back here and I change this to y and x. And this is y and x. And now I can do this. Build first, then this. Yes, okay. Okay. So now it's more like it. But still, we have something wrong. So I will bring this to here. Okay, so we have rows and columns. So when we do this, x is j. X is j. And y is I. X and y. X and y. Okay. Correct. What's that? Dot text coordinates. X, y. Oh, this is the. I don't know what this is. What is this? Rectangle. Draw text, right? Draw text. Yes. Draw text. This is not image draw text, but just draw text here. Draw text here. This is not texture, text. Come on. Here, this one. The text position font size. That's the font size. Okay. So that's the font size. Font size. Maybe I can put here font font size equals 10. And here is font size. I mean, I just need to advance 1 pixel to not be on the line. I suppose. Yeah, you see the coordinates here are correct now. 1, 1, and so on and so forth. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, 1. 10, 20, this one is correct as well. So everything is correct. That's it. Yeah. So I just can, now I just can not show this because it doesn't matter. This, it doesn't matter. Maybe I just can put here, because I don't bring mouse position here. So that's why this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. So I don't need this too. Oh, and the space is just 2 spaces. So yeah, it wasn't wrong. Maybe I just do this. And I just add plus gap. Yes, gap. And I say gap is 3. So I can do this. And yeah, but the gap should be for the text, all text. Oh, here, no, there's no text. Yeah, that's it. After the new line, no gap as well. Perfect. 2, 2. I mean 3, 3. That's terrific. So let's just clean this up and see 1, 1, 10, 20. 2, 1, 110 and 20. So it's the same thing. And this one, no matter where I click here, it's always the same thing as is expected. Success. Success. This apply is getting messed up when I hot reload it. So this is one really bad thing that is happening. We are overwriting this. We are overwriting. So what's going on here? We are overwriting because apply. Yeah, it doesn't always happen. But when I was changing something in the code, yeah, so let's try to check where this is happening. Okay, so this is success. We can even do a commit, right? Yeah, this is all our changes. We add also new files, tags, and this is for something for the other editor that I was trying on. So let's just add examples, everything there. And we can say that this fixes grid drawing. Drawing grid position, and we can add this other one, like this is adding syntax, and we can just push it, right into the repo, right to the repository. So we can maybe even check here. Yes. Adding syntax, adding syntax. And maybe I shouldn't be adding this, but whatever. Why not? Right? Why not? Okay, so now what we are doing, we are checking for override or overflow, buffer overflow or something like that. Checking for buffer overflow. And maybe I can even change the description in here. Checking buffer overflow. That's what we are doing, or we are about to do. Okay, so let's go there. Where is this apply? It's here. It's on the init. So I suppose this is in the stack. I suppose this is on the stack. But how can I be sure of that? Because I'm not, yes, it is in the stack. It's not in the heap because I'm not using any memory allocation. So how we can override this? Let's just do this. Let's just split this. And let's open here the H file. So the apply is on button, and button is here, right after, yes, text box and checkbox. So this button apply has a pointer to another memory address, which has this text on the stack. And when we were messing with this function, which just draw things, and everything here is on stack, but it's after, I suppose, after this. After the button. I'm trying to see how the memory is organized. In this case, so when the program starts, we call main, we do a bunch of things, and we call init, and init just initializes this struct. Yeah. So after we call init, we do other things. everything is on stack. There's no memory allocation, but whatever. Then we call update several times. Then, okay, but it only happens when we reinit, when we do hot reload. So let's go there. Yeah, let's go in the grid. Examples, grid.c. You see, we call init in the main function, we call init, we do some things, and we call the update function over and over again inside this loop. This is the main loop. This is where the drawing occurs. But when we hit H, we load the plugin again, which is the thing that we were changing, this thing here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This file here, this file is compiled as a SO, as this libgrid.so. And we changed this thing. So maybe the memory region was, was overwritten. Let's try to replicate that. Let's try to replicate that so we can test things out. How can we do that? How can we do that? I suppose we can, let's just run it in grid. Okay, we have this apply button here. I will, yeah, let's that there. Then we can hit H a bunch of times here, and it's okay. But as soon as we change anything in grid plug, maybe if I, for instance, let's try just to remove this. No, and then it won't, yeah. It won't draw anything, but it's okay. Let's just comment this out and let's just compile everything. And let's try to hit, yeah. So now it's showing this content here. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. It's really interesting indeed. Well, maybe we can see what's happening. Let's go back to grid. That's really interesting. Yeah, not here. Let's go back to here. Yeah, you see? We remove some piece of code. Then something changed in the stack. If I put the code back on. It will mess everything up. I would be surprised if apply happens again, appears again. Let's build it. I just save it. Let's build it. I think I didn't save it. Oh, I didn't build it. And let's reload. Yes, that's amazing. For me, it's amazing. We are removing an amount of code that shifts the memory. When I add more code, when I remove code, the pointer that was pointing to here begins to point to somewhere around here. And this amount of bytes, it's the amount of bytes which I removed here for somehow. This is really interesting. Let's do it again. Compile, reload. And maybe we can even try to so it overshoots, like it's in here. 1, 2, 3. This is 3 bytes. If I just do this, how many bytes did this? How many bytes does this have? Let's see. Oh no, it won't. Yeah, maybe from the beginning here. Yeah, this one. Okay, how many bytes does this have? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I will save and compile again, just to be sure. Yeah, same things. So I suppose this won't change anything as well. Maybe, oh, it's this. Maybe it's this. It's just this is a new string. This is a new string that is being added. Yeah, so I can go here, 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 and nothing will change here. Nothing will change exactly. But as soon as I do this, a new string will be on the stack and everything will be shifted. Yes. And here I have 1, 4, 4. So it's 8, 10 bytes. I'm not sure. Maybe yes. We can. This is kind of dangerous. Doing this kind of stuff, kind of dangerous. Because we are allocating, yeah. We are just allocating this on the stack. Let's do something. Let's try to alloc this on the heap. Yeah, okay, so let's alloc this on the heap. This will be, I will comment this, everything here. And copy this and this. With this, so I can change everything. Okay, this is like so, like that, and this is malloc this. Then I can same thing, but then I put this in the end. I draw the text, then maybe I can free. Yeah, I think I can free it. Otherwise, we'll be leak a lot of memory. You'll be unlocking, and yeah, let's just record. This is not a good idea, but just to test this out. So save it, file. Let's hot reload this. Okay, this everything is shit, but I can, of course, everything changes, right? So I can just run it again. Okay. So now, yeah, let's run it here. I expect that when I remove this, now nothing will change here because there is no shifting on the stack. There is no shifting on the stack. Okay, I save it. I will save it again one more time. I will recompile. I will now hot reload. No. No. So hot reloading is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing completely, which is my case. I'm not sure what I'm doing completely. I have some questions and I don't know the answers. So if everything is the same, I won't be allocating and deallocating anything. Just do this and call it a day, right? I wonder why. I wonder how can I do this and hot reload safely. Don't know, man. Really don't know. Okay, yeah. Good, all good, all good. Okay, all good. Okay. Maybe I can finally remove the debug information here. Just save it. And I don't know. And compile and run it. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So I can just commit. Remove this, just remove this. Remove unnecessary code or debug code or whatever. Okay, so one more thing is what's done. So we have more to-dos to do. Check for additional openings. Yeah, this is all for Raylib and blah blah blah. And we have something in our C string header file, which is our library, if you want to call this, which is to make this dynamic, but I don't think it matters now. Okay, so we can go and try to make our grid to do something interesting, right? So maybe we can we can do what the fuck. Maybe we can do like do some colors here. So first of all, I want to be able to click here in any of these cells and make it active with a color here. So let's try to do that. We have a grid system, which is, where is it? We don't have the grid per se, we are just drawing rectangles. So maybe we can create a grid element, a grid structure, which has several cells, and each cell, yeah, I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good idea. State we start transmitting reloads in case of this change, the hardware will not work, blah, blah, blah. I don't get this comment anymore. So I can just put something like, I have a cell struct, which is a cell, and I'll have a struct that is a grid, and this one is, we have maybe the position, it's a screen position, it will be screen position, or maybe it's all relative, because I have those helper functions. I don't know, let's do like this, position, which is grid position. So maybe this is not position, this is coordinates. It's not screen coordinates. Maybe coordinates is better. Coordinates. And I have a size, which is integer. It's fine. We can say if it's active or not, and we can have a value for it, but a value can be, so we don't have active, we just have a float, which is its temperature. If it's 0, it's not active. I mean, not active. Yeah, let's do it active. Boolean. Yeah, that is our cell. If it's not active, it doesn't transfer any heat. And our grid is consisted of an array of cells, which will be dynamically allocated, maybe, or no, or not, because it won't change its number. So the number, it will be the same. It will be the same number, right? Yeah. So let's do like cell. Which is, maybe we can do like, because here we have quantity. Yeah. Yeah. We can put that on heap. So we have the cells, we have its position, and this is the screen position. And this is the coordinates within the grid, which I think it's a good idea, but the size of the cell maybe should be a property of the grid and not of the cell, because every cell will have the same size. Yes, so this is not here. This is cell size. It's the same for all cells. Cell size, and this is, no, this is vector 2, which is its screen position. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Maybe I should put this in the end. Position, cell size, and cells. Okay. It doesn't matter because it's a pointer, so let's put it here. Okay, so let's update this. Let's update this. This is simulation. Hit. Spread. Whatever. Simulation. Whatever this is. Twitch. Twitch is slow as hell. Twitch is really slow. So this is hit dynamics simulation in C. Maybe this is a good clickbait, but I don't think so. Okay. So we have cells and we have the grid. So when we are initializing, we need to initialize correctly. Now, we have to initialize it correctly, because now our plug, they have a grid. That's it. And grid quantity. Okay, this is another thing. So position and quantity. This is quantity, and this is I vector. The quantity of cells in the X cells quantity. Cell size, cells quantity. And I don't have this anymore. And this will be just grid. Like so. Right? Okay, so put here. First, we have to create our grid. Grid is here. Plug grid dot cells. This will be malloc cells quantity I will just put here rows equals plug. And this is just to be scoped plug grid, and grid has cells. I mean, it has cells quantity dot x, and this is columns, this is y, and this is malloc rows times columns times size of cell. So we are allocating this cells, which is a pointer. Yes, I think that's correct. So we just allocated this, but yeah, so I think we can do something like this. We can do something like, not this, but maybe this. And this is 5.2. So we need to be careful here because rows, we have just 2, but we have 5 columns. It's the opposite of this. And yeah, and this is rows and columns. Excuse me. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we have this, we just need the position now. We just need the position X and position Y. They can be position X is 10 and Y is 20. So, and the cell size. Cell size is 100. It's 100. So we have everything here already. We just have everything. Right, okay. And maybe this can be in the end. And let's go through the compilation errors. Okay, so here, plug has no member grid position because now it's grid. Maybe I can replace everything where it says grid pos with is plug.grid. Dot position, right? How do I call it? I don't remember. instead of being grid position, is grid.pos dot. Okay, grid.pos. Grid dot, yes, so okay, it's fine. Where it says grid position, it will say grid dot pos dot the thing. So let's like this. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so come on. Now, let's save this shit. Okay, now plug cell size. So we can replace where it says cell size. Cell size, then it will be grid dot cell size, like that. I think we can safely replace everything. Okay, so let's save it and run it. Okay, so grid quantity. Now it is grid cells quantity. Cells underscore quantity is cells underscore quantity. Grid quantity to cell or quantity, like so. Yes, 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 yes. And plug has no member cells quantity. I got it wrong. It's grid cells quantity. So grid dot yeah, so that's it. It's compiling. Let's see if it's working. Yes, but it's in the reverse order. That's really nice, actually. That's really nice. But did I changed the order? 2 rows, 5 columns. Yes, I changed it. I changed it because rows, 2 rows and 5 columns. Rows is why. Yeah, I changed here. This is rows. And this is columns. That's really nice, man. Yes, so perfect. That's perfect. So let's try to now to click on it. So we have the size. We know how to calculate the size of the grid. And maybe it can be even a define. It can be, no, I can make it static. So it's calculated only once because it will never change. So maybe I can even, yeah, it's, yeah, okay, never mind. Let's try to create a function that accepts the grid draw grid coordinates. Where is my draw grid? Draw grid. Where is it? It's here. It should accept the grid, not this. It's just yeah. We have to accept just not even plug, but grid. Just grid. Grid. We don't have plug. We don't need plug. Yes, we don't need plug. We don't need plug. And rows actually is grid dot. I keep forgetting. Split dot h. I keep forgetting. So is grid dot steps quantity dot rows. Rows is y. And here is x. X. That should be it. That should be it. Let's compile, go through the compilation errors, because here I just need to pass plug.grid and that's it. Time of truth. Yes, it's almost there. I just changed it as always. Inverted the things, but it's actually correct, right? Here, for instance, I is rows, J is columns, and I is rows. Rows is, yes. Why though? But no, it's not. No, this is wrong. X. Oh, maybe it's this. Because I is rows. Yes, I is rows. And this I is rows. X, these are columns. So yeah, this is Y. This is X. And this should be here just for consistency. Now it's correct, I think. I don't know if I compiled. Now it's compiled. Yes, that's it, but not really. Oh my God. Let's show the mouse coordinates. Yes, this is 10, it's 2010 X. It's 2010. Yes, it's 2010 and this is inverted. So some other thing is not quite right. X. So screen X, screen Y. x, x, y, y. Okay, and this is xy, xy, xy. That's correct. Draw grid. I is J keeps changing faster. Yes, this, yeah, of course, this is x. And this is y. I hope now that everything is fine. Yes, as it should. 10, whatever. Yes, okay. Everything is fine. And now, yes, now I can click on, I can do something like when I click on the box or the cell, it should put a value on the cell. It will make it active. But first, I should fill the values of the cell, like here, with some value, because I'm just allocating and it's garbage there. I can say menset, and I don't remember menset. Mensets from string. We just put the pointer and the value that we want and the size. Okay. So the pointer is this. This is the pointer. And the value that I want is, let's put like, it's from 0 to 100 degrees. Let's put 50. And here is the size, which is rows plus times columns. That's it. But this is the size in bytes. Yes, in bytes. So this times this. Okay. So maybe I just put size bytes. It's this. And I could call it CLOC, but whatever. And this is size in bytes. This as well. This is size in bytes. And this is mean float. Initial temperature 50. Initial temperature. So everything should start at 50. And then when we are drawing the grid, we should draw as well a color. Not the coordinates, but the grid here. Rectangle lines. But before that, we draw rectangle with, where is radius? Here we draw rectangle maybe vector, because I think I have everything in vector. Position, X and Y. Yeah, I don't have, so like this. Position is this, X and Y. Size is grid cell size, 2 times grid, what the fuck? Draw grid, where's draw grid here? This is grid dot cell size twice and the color, right? The color is, it's supposed to be depending on a gradient. How do I do that? I have to do interpolation. I think we have get color. So color. I think we do have get color or something. Color. Yes, we can do like RGB this, RGBA. We can do like this. Maybe is, yeah. Yeah, I would do like so. I would do like this, red equals something, and this is color like that. We have 0 R, this is red, and this is G B A, like that. And this I do the interpolation, which is which is 0 to 100, and 0 to 255. I want to, yes, to do this. So I just need to divide everything by 255. I have 0 to 1 and multiply by 100. So if I have 50 times 100, right? Something like that. I have 50 times 255 times 100 is 19. So 50, no, I expect that 50 Celsius is half of 255. this, it should be this. Yes, okay. Okay, so the correct thing is if 255 corresponds to 100, then whatever. No, I mean, yes, I want this. This corresponds to the value of the cell value. So I need to do this. Olá. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so is 255 times value over 100. Yeah, so if I have 50 degrees, I multiply it by 255 and divide it by 100. This is, yes, exactly it. So red is times, but this is actually integer, yeah, I don't mind. And this is, okay, it's the cell. It's the, how can I get the cell of the grid? Is grid this dot value. And here I have row, which is X, Y. I hope, I think, right? Row column, or it's column row. I'm not sure, but okay. And this is